Who's want to say you can't turn a hoe into a housewife and then don't even have a house to put a hoe in?
We gotta turn a hoe into an apartment wife.
So this is a sign of being abused. So if you're ever in a situation where you feel like you're being abused,
you come back with a sandwich. It's not rocket science. Bring me a fucking sandwich.
sorry.
It's okay.
Are you going down?
Hey, girl.
Sexy on the cover. She call me Miss Bombastic. Send me fantastic.
Every dream I ever had, blue and shaking.
Yeah, it's Men's Mental Health Month this month, and you know, just look out for each other, guys. And if it's hard, don't give up. This is a finite opportunity. It's one time. It always gets better. Time heals all. I promise you that the key is to use the pain as fuel for your next endeavor. 100%. That's what it was meant for. I promise you that.
Caught a file fish. I've caught him before.
That's off the chain right there.
Did you get a video of that?
Yes, I got a video of it.
Oh.
Oh my lord, they're back at it again. Not again.
Get into a festival for free. Sorry, staff coming through. Sorry, man. We need to drop off this barrel. It's very heavy. Thank you. Thanks. I think we just made it. It was really easy. We didn't just get into festival, but we also have like 100 liters of beer. That's a lot of beer. Hey, buddy. Cheers.
I just turned 29.
Recently?
Last year.
So you're 29?
Last year.
And how old are you, like, right now?
1 more year older.
So 30.
Yeah. 32.
แล้วทีนี้คลื่นใหญ่แล้วคลื่นมันตีเรือหางยาวอ่ะพวกพี่ขี่จะต้องขี่อ้อมมาไอ้กลัวแบบขาวฝั่ง
In this dark night, it's too hard for me to say now. If the rays of hope will shine again someday.
In case you're wondering what you're missing.
And I've been waiting for this moment for all my life.
Electricity, I feel fire, feel of emotion. I feel fire between you and me. I feel pressure, feel of emotion. I feel pressure. All of my time, leave me behind. Coming over me.
You can get cut off in dating so fast nowadays, like texting every day, FaceTiming, hanging out for like 2 months, then one day they don't answer. You're like, hey, is everything all right? It's like, can you stop texting me? I have a boyfriend. I thought I was your boyfriend. What am I, on Shutter Island? Did I ever actually exist? How could you have even talked to anyone more than me. He told me yesterday he didn't talk to anyone. That's all it is nowadays. Just smoke and mirrors, talking to a bunch of people till someone they just decide they like someone a little bit more than everyone else. No communication, no explanation. Then in 3 weeks, they get played by that person. They're texting you again, like, hey, can we FaceTime later? It's like, oh, look who it is. I'm afraid it ain't.
Man, it's a cold world. What you got to go through to get them cheeks. I'll see you at 8.
When it doesn't feel lonely anymore, that's how you know. That's how you know you made it to the other side. The other side of loving yourself, even when you are alone. You stop looking for external validations and only want to hear yourself. You only want to do things that actually align with who you are and what makes you feel alive. You don't allow anybody just to come into your life and decide that they have a place there. You have boundaries you get to choose. It's beautiful when you realize that you're alone, but you don't feel alone. You'll have your moments where you want someone, but that's the thing. It's want, not need. It would be nice to have someone here, but I don't need it. Because you know what you want, you know your standards now, you know what you're looking for, you know what you're attracting, and if it has not come, please be patient. Learn to love yourself in this beautiful waiting season. As much as a lot of us want to rush it, this is the time to really create who it is that you want to be and who it is that you want to attract. So enjoy the journey, embrace it for what it is, because you'll be here soon.
Damn, that's a deep one, guys. And you know, it is important not to rush what she calls the waiting season. I call it solitude. My life never was better than when I found solitude and I set those boundaries and I became unavailable for the people that were reckless. And I found creativity, inner peace, and all these other things, which led to deeper success because of the clarity of the mind. It's so important to find clarity. It's found in solitude, and they mask it as painful loneliness, but you're not lonely. You're just not used to it. Figure that out.
Isn't it strange how paradoxical your world feels? Learning something new makes you feel dumb before it makes you wise. Working out makes you feel weak before it makes you strong. Facing your fears makes you feel terrified before it makes you brave. In order to heal, you have to suffer. And in order to have peace, you need chaos. Because life disguises growth as failure and progress as pain. But if it feels hard, it probably matters. Because becoming is messy. It breaks who you were to make room for who you're meant to be. You don't build strength by feeling powerful. You build it by showing up when you feel powerless. So if you feel tired, uncertain, and behind, you might just be in the middle of becoming. And that's exactly where you're supposed to be.
All right, y'all, let's see what I got for you today. Man, you guys, I'm always looking for solutions. And, well, one thing for me that I really realized, it's like next to impossible to get anyone to take the first step toward their goals or what they should be working on. Some people in my life, I've offered them like probably 10 different ways to make $1,000 a week, and they just do not do anything to move forward. One of my neighbors actually told me like he really wants to go in on YouTube, and I told him maybe he should think about that based on my experience. But regardless of that, he's had the plan written out for a while. He told me like, I wrote out the plan. It's hella perfect. I'm like, for sure. When are you going to take the first step? Like, when are you going to do it? He's like, I'm going to do it really soon. Well, as the conversation rolled on, I asked him, how long have you had this written out, this plan? He said, oh, for a couple months now. I don't know what that is. You know, it's like, and it's hard for me to understand because I have such a sense of urgency that I cannot fucking sit still, especially if I get a good idea. And while I attribute it to the fact that I've been winning for like a couple of years, just over and over, like I wake up every day excited as fucking, if you were cashing these checks, you would be too. But ultimately, like, what is that? Like, what is holding people back from taking the first step? What is and another factor is that these individuals are broke. Okay, like when I was broke, I had even more energy. I couldn't even sleep. It's like, how could you possibly be broke and be chill? And well, one of the dudes is my neighbor, so we both live at the beach. He's saying, this is a fantastic life. I have everything I want, but he's got like a beat up ass car and he like doesn't even have enough money to clear the bills. He's got like 3 roommates. It's like, I tried to bring him down to reality. Like, are you sure this is the best it could really be? Like, you couldn't do better with yourself? Isn't it like sort of an insult to your existence to be 30 years old and not like taking the world by the horns and fucking really making something of your life? Like, really make your mom proud. The problem is his mom's worried about him because he's unstable. Like, you at least got to take the burden off your parents and become a stable man so your family doesn't have to worry about you. They at least know that you can stand on your own 2 feet. But people aren't too compelled to really do anything with themselves. And well, I'm not trying to criticize anyone. What I'm trying to do is figure out what it is. And I asked him a lot of times, like, what is it? And that's kind of how we got to the point where he says, well, I live at the beach. Like, this is really great. And I feel comfortable. So if I die living this life, I'd be fine. It was sort of part of it. But if I can figure this out, I could dissect how to help people overcome taking the first step. And taking the first step seems to be the most humongous hurdle people have ever confronted. But I don't understand how it's a problem when you're already broke. But anyways, like, I'm not broke and I don't have a problem doing the first step, and I have a real sense of urgency. You know, if you have someone in your life and you want to see how hungry they are, they're fucking urgent. It's like immediate. It has to happen now, right now. It's like, that's when you know you got a business partner that's hungry as fuck. They really, really want it. Maybe the answer is people don't want it. But ultimately, I'm asking you, what are the factors that I got to overcome to convince people to take on life and to do the best they can with their life and become wealthy, successful, or do whatever they want to do? Because if we can answer that together, I can change lives. I'm just a little bit confused. All right, y'all. I always appreciate y'all tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. We're going to see you on the next one.